Danny seems to think he's going to get attacked by a bird. We'll see. As soon as I'm filming that, it's not going to show up. There he is.
Just dive bobbing him a little bit.
It's up in the tree, but it's not coming after him. I think he's crazy.
Lazy.
I think you're crazy, Dan. I didn't see any bird.
What?
I didn't see any bird. There's our anniversary gift to each other. We each put our own money in. Give it a whack, Jim. It's a little birdhouse on the top with a little solar lights. We're curious to see if we're going to have... We might not have light tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Depending on how much sun it gets. We'll have to wait and see. Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, June 13th. As you can see, the party went late last night. They weren't that loud though. But they haven't even started cleaning up. And I think they had a lot of sleepovers because there's still a lot of people parked on the street, which is good that they had a sleepover rather than have them go out, you know, because they had been drinking. But anyway, we do have birthdays today. Today is my buddy Adam Stutzler from Jones Point at Plate. It's Adam's 20th birthday. He's not a teenager anymore. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adam. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, Adam, it looks like you're going to have a great menu today, too. So you picked some smart choices with your food choices. That was really good. And Andrew, I just wanted to tell you that I enjoyed your performance. I saw it on Facebook. You were great. You were really good. I felt like I was in the theater. You were really good. But anyway, happy birthday to Adam, and congratulations to Andrew for a great performance. It was really good. But we also have other birthdays. Adam, you're not the only one. I know in your family right now you are the only one, as it should be, as it definitely should be. But it's also Chris R's birthday. So Chris, you're important to your family right now too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And also important to her family is Rose L, because today's Rose's birthday too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rose. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great birthday. Jim and I went to go get our wind chime. The one we saw at Lowe's was sold out. Wah, wah, wah. So we couldn't get that one. So we went to the Tractor Supply. And we found this one, which was $10 cheaper, and we like it a lot better than the other one. So there. So this one worked out good. So that was a video I showed you of that. And we put that where my other one used to be, and then we moved my other one over here on this side. So we still have two wind chimes. But it hasn't been windy enough yet for it to get going. But soon enough, I know it will be. And the other video was of Danny. We went to Danny's yesterday because we were going to check out to see how his yard looked for the party, to see if we needed to put a tent like that up for the because he wasn't sure about the shade. So my party starts at 3, and so we got there about 3:30, and we saw a little area that was shaded, and as we sat there for a little while we saw that it just kept getting more shaded, so we've determined that we don't need a tent. And then he was saying about this bird is very territorial, and he wanted me to take a video because I guess it dive bombs him, and it didn't do it while I was filming him. But then while the noise you hear in the background is his air conditioner. And his air conditioner had just kicked on when I started filming, so that's what that humming noise was. But the bird flew from tree to tree, and everywhere Danny went, it flew over the top of his head. You couldn't see it too much, but it did. And then when he went to the side of the house to use the hose, it went there. And then the female, so there's got to be a nest, because it was the male and the female kept flying back and forth, and they kept swooping Danny. So He said that when he's in the pool, they swoop him too. So the tree is not that close to the pool, but it's far enough that close enough, I guess, that the bird feels threatened. I don't know. But, so, I don't know how long the babies are supposed to be in the nest. I would think they should be flying out soon. But we'll see. Who's to know? But let's see what today's year of positive thinking. Oh, the Bristol shirt that I got yesterday. I know it came from England. I know that much. But I don't know who sent it to me from England. But somebody did. But we're going to read from Brandy Grafton's book that she sent me. For the 13th, permission is yours to grant. Stop waiting for permission to be yourself. Not a single person has the right to grant you that permission except for you. Yes, I agree. And that's the same with your weight loss. You have to be the one. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you're going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You know, you're going to get encouragement, and we're going to like getting encouragement. But you're the one that makes the final decision on what you're going to either bring into the house or what you're going to put into your mouth. Nobody else is going to decide that for you. It's not like you're a baby or a small child and your parents prepared the food. Because when I was growing up, you had two choices for dinner. Take it or leave it. You didn't have and then you couldn't have a snack afterwards. If you didn't eat your dinner, you didn't get a snack. And it was like a catch-22. Because if you ate your dinner, you didn't need a snack because you didn't be hungry. So, there was no winning. There really was no winning. But in my house, you had to be at the table. You had to be in your seat at 5:30 because that's what time dinner was. And if you weren't in your seat, when my father sat down for the table, because my father was always the last one to sit down, when my dad sat down at the table, if you hadn't sat down at that point, bye-bye, no dinner. You had to be home. So we never had like curfews. I mean, we had somewhat of curfew. Back then, I know you had always hear about having to be the street lights on, but it was true. There were street lights everywhere, and you had to be home before the street lights came on. If the street lights, you could see because they kind of like flashed a little bit, and you thought, oh, I better get my butt home. I better get home. You had to be on that porch, or at least on your property. So, but the same was for dinner. We had to be home at a certain time. But anyway, got sidetracked. I always get sidetracked. You know I do. And in my family, we didn't have certain seats. When my kids were growing up, they just knew this is where Jimmy sat, this is where Danny sat, this is where Christy sat. Even to this day, when we get at the table, they'll sit there, and that's their seat. Unless if we have company, and company sits, it's cute, because if we have company and the company comes and sits in their seat, they know not to say anything. But the other two will snicker. And then my family knows what it's about, but the guest is kind of like, well, what are they snickering about? It's because you took somebody else's seat. But if you believe in yourself, you can do it. I really know you can do it. There's not a doubt in my mind that if you really give yourself a wholehearted chance, you know, you're gonna mess up. Everybody's gonna mess up. That's just part of life. You just know that's. Oh, it's raining a little bit because there's a nice little breeze. It's nice. We turned our air off too. Get fresh air in the house. It's beautiful. It's really nice. Anyway, and then sometimes we just think, you know, like, don't let your past define your future. You can say, you know, I've been heavy my whole life. Well, I have been heavy my whole life. But I have to tell you, even though I'm older and it's slower moving for me and my balance is a little bit wonky compared to what it was like 10 years ago, I can't let the past define me. I can't let it decide that, you know, you're heavy your whole life. Why end your life being thin? Well, I want to end my life being thin. I just don't, not end my life, you know what I'm saying. I like being thinner. I just like being healthier, and I like being able to move a little bit better. I just always imagined if I stayed at my original weight, if my balance is this kind of wonky, I mean, I'm not falling down all the time. I'm not falling down at all, other than when I tripped over the dog leash. But I mean, I'm not falling down or anything like that. But I'm a little bit steadier on my feet when I go up and down stairs, and I hold on to the railing now, whereas in the past I didn't hold on to the railing. Little things like that. But if I was 85 pounds heavier, oh, definitely, I would be moving a lot slower. I'd be a little bit more cautious when I walk. I'm not really sure I'd be able to get up if I fell. And, you know, so you have to always remember you're going to write your own story. You're going to be the one that's going to decide your life. You're going to decide your future in all aspects of life, no matter what things you choose in life. You're the one that decides which way you're going to go. And you have to make the right choice, because somebody can help you along making those choices, but you're a grown adult. You know, when you're a child, your parents make a lot of your decisions for you. But then you reach an age where it's you're on your own, like the bird that leaves the nest, like Danny's bird, who he's hoping will leave the nest soon. Just you make your own decisions. You live with them, and you face the consequences of them. So if you choose to not try to lose weight, you're going to gain weight. You know, sometimes you just have to try to lose weight, whether or not you lose it or not. It's always worth the effort. It really is. So these are 5 things. I wrote them down so I knew what they were. 5 things that you have to remind yourself of every day. Starting today, but every day remind yourself. Remind yourself you are amazing. You really are. I mean, and don't say it in a conceiting way like, I am amazing. You know, just know, I'm amazing. I've done a lot of things in my life. No matter what your age, think of all your accomplishments. Whether you just graduated from high school, just think of the accomplishments that you made in high school. That new job, your children that you raised, your grandchildren that are loving you, things like that. Just know you are amazing. Number 2 is, I can do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. There are some things that maybe are a little bit out of your reach, but that doesn't mean you can't try to reach them. I'm never going to get to the top of Mount Everest. I know that. And I'm never going to try. But if I really put my mind to it, really tried to, and that was something I really wanted to do, I think I could make the first summit. I really do. Not that I want to do it, but I mean, you can do anything if you set your expectations high enough that you can reach them, or low enough that you can reach them, but high enough that they're an accomplishment when you make them. You know, anybody can say, I'm going to walk across the street. Anybody can do that. Well, anybody that, that's physically capable can walk across the street and do that. But if you can say, I'm going to start by walking across the street, but by the time I'm finished, I'm going to walk a whole mile, then you can do it. You can do anything. Number 3 is, positivity is a choice. Like I tell you all the time, you can either choose to be happy or you can choose to be miserable. You can look at the negative in everything, or you can try to find the positive. Sometimes it's hard, I know, but I think if you really try hard enough, you can always find the positive. Number 4 is, I will celebrate my individuality. God only made one of you. For me, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But there's no one else like you on this planet. You might have somebody that resembles you, and I know they say that somewhere in the world there's someone that looks exactly like you. I don't know. But I think there might be people that resemble me. I've seen that. But nobody's like me. I am my own person. I am my own individual. I make my own choices. I make my own mistakes. I make my own decisions. And so you just have to remember that. And the last thing you have to tell yourself every day, even when you mess up, I am prepared to succeed. If you tell yourself every day, I am prepared to succeed, you will succeed. Some days might be harder than others. Some days may be a breeze, and then you wonder, why can't all days be like this? I have many a day like that. I think, well, this was such an easy day. How come I can't do this every single day? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But you can always try. Every day you can try. Every meal, every minute you can try. If you screwed up just now, okay, now I'm going to start again. It's as easy as that. So, hit that like button, please, because Weight Watchers, well, YouTube likes to see the like buttons, and I like to see the like buttons too. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, share, comment, stay safe. Talk to you guys tomorrow.